In today's video, I want to focus on shadows while grading for YouTube videos. You may encounter the following issue. While grading, you see this, but on YouTube, you end up with this. So before we start, let me quickly show you how my color management is set up. On group level, I transform S-Log3 to Davinci White Gamut. And on timeline level, I go back to Rec 709. And I do my grading mostly at clip level. Okay, so this is my clip. It was shot at really low light environment. We were waiting for the sunrise. So my goal is to regain some of the details in the shadows. So what I'm gonna do is increase exposure with the offset wheel and add some contrast, and that's it. I like it that way. Let me grab a still for further comparison. So if I upload it to YouTube, I get this. Shadows are totally crashed. Today I'm gonna show you how to prevent it. So before we start, take a moment and tap subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new here on this channel, you'll learn how to become a better content creator. Okay, so what you need to know is that for some reason, all your blacks that sit under the 128 level using 10-bit scale will be hardly visible on YouTube or completely lost. By the way, to open Waveform Graph, click Scopes button and from drop-down menu select Waveform. You can further customize it here. I have checked luminance only and unchecked colorize option. So again, the details I want to be visible on YouTube are under 128 level. There are a couple of ways to correct that. For instance, you can simply increase shadows in the primaries wheels. I will do it in a new serial node. Looks decent, and solution is fast and simple. However, it impacts the whole image, not only the shadows. So as you see, the sky became brighter as well. So we need to further tune it with contrast and pivot, for example. I talk more about contrast in this video. If you're new to contrast and pivot and how it works in Davinci Resolve, I strongly recommend you to watch it, link in the description. Another way would be increasing lift. This adjustment should less invade midtones and highlights. In our example, the sky is not affected, so no further grading is needed. And finally, my preferred way to do it is by using curves. This is the most precise method. So let me open curves. Left starting point represents total black, and upper right point represents total white, and the line which is everything between black and white. You have also a histogram below representing your image. In our case, the image is mostly dark, so the histogram is near left side. Okay, so select the qualifier tool and now decide what part of the image you want to rectify. In my case, it's generally this area. Maybe I will pick the backpack as a reference point, so I will click on it, and first key point is created on the line. Now tap and hold Alt key and move this point a bit higher along the line to have more space for modifications. And just above our first key point, create another one so that we lock the rest of the image, the brighter parts of the image, from unwanted modifications. Now drag the line to adjust the levels, observe the waveform. You can fine-tune it by editing splines if you want. If you compare waveforms, you can notice that not only the shadows are lifted, but also it's nicely expanded, creating more contrasty image comparing to the previous methods. Okay, that would be it for today. As always, thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you found it useful or not. Cheers and see you in the next one.